Hey everyone, welcome to my new YouTube video. Today I will be showing you how to trade altcoins on Binance. So what you want to do is go to Binance.com. I believe they are accepting registrations now. Before the past few, I'm not sure how many weeks, they stopped accepting new users because their servers were being flooded and they couldn't keep up from what I've seen and have read online. Anyways, let's get right into it. What you're going to want to do is go to Binance.com and then sign up, register. Shouldn't be too complicated like any other platform that you want to register on. And once you are here, or once you have registered and verified your account with email, blah, 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 you're going to want to go to deposits and withdrawals here under funds, because the first thing you want to do is transfer over some Bitcoin or Litecoin, Ethereum, whichever coin you want to get started out with here on Binance to start buying other coins. So you're going to go to Bitcoin deposit, and if you can't find it here right away, you can go ahead and type in its ticker symbol BTC, and it should show up for you to be able to do this. So here's going to be your Bitcoin wallet address. You're going to want to copy this address, and what you're going to want to do is, if you started on Coinbase, by the way, you can go and watch my first video. I teach you how to buy Bitcoin here on Coinbase.com. This is how you can get started. My first video shows you exactly what to do here. Anyways, once you're here and you already have Bitcoin on here and you want to send it out, you're going to want to go to accounts, and you're going to want to send the amount of Bitcoin you have. And let's see, you're going to want to copy your Bitcoin address and enter the address, make sure it's correct. Let's see, 1EWHZ. Go back here, 1EWHZ. There we go. And I am just going to go ahead and send all of this over now that it's there. Max. All right. Once you're here, you're going to want to click continue. But because it's just such a small amount, $19, and they're charging a $15 network fee, I'm going to have less than $4 to send over. So I'm just not going to go ahead and do that because it's not worth it. I'm going to be losing money. If you want to get around this, you're going to want to go ahead and go to GDAX and transfer your funds from Coinbase onto GDAX. And from GDAX, you can go ahead and transfer this amount to any other wallet address, and you'd basically be losing nothing. So this is just how to send stuff. Pretty basic info. If you've bought into cryptocurrency or want to get involved, this is how you're going to start sending your cryptocurrency over to other platforms. And after you sent it to your Binance Bitcoin address, you're going to want to wait 20 minutes to an hour. And from there, after it's in, you're going to want to go, it should say here how much you have. Like, for example, here I have this amount of Bitcoin. And once you see that the Bitcoin or whichever cryptocurrency is now here in your deposits and withdrawals under funds, you're going to want to go over to exchange. And let's start off with basic. You're not going to want to worry about having to go in advance. It's not necessary because everything you're going to need is right here. Okay, so here we are looking at Tron, which is TRX, on this top left corner. On this top right area over here, you're going to see all the different altcoins that Binance supports. I'm not sure if this is all of them. They might support more, but these are the ones that I know that are right here. And from here, you can start choosing different altcoins that you want to look into buying, or you can go ahead and buy it right away. Quick tip, let's look at, this is Cardano, I believe, ADA. So let's look at the daily chart. Here, depending on what your setting is, these things here are candlesticks. And what each candlestick represents, let me put that back up, is the term length that you select here. So I have it set to 1 day now. That means every single candlestick represents one day, and these thicker areas here represents from what I know, the average amount of fluctuation that the price moved within. So today, as you can see on the 24-hour scale, Cardano ADA has went up 20%, which is significant. That's really good, but you never want to buy when a coin is up this much in one day, unless you want to have it for a long-term hold and not worrying much about the short term. But it's not always a bad thing to buy here. You can maximize your profits if you buy when it's slow. Let's look at DNT is doing really good, 25% on the day. You don't want to jump into these coins. Let's take a look at this really quick. Wow, yeah. Runs up, goes down, and as you can see here, it went as low as 1585, rounding up to 2153-ish. But let's look here at DLT, down 11% on the day. All-time high, 13098, and it's currently at 9813, which is still pretty high considering how much it's run up. Well, let's go back to Tron, TRX. So what I just showed you was what coins to look into buying if you want to maximize your profits, because you always want to buy when it's low, and so buy when it's low and then sell when it's high. So let's take a closer look into Tron. Let's see the 4-hour chart. Okay, perfect. All right. Now the actual buying, actually, let's go ahead and take a look at this left side here. This is the order book. So I'm not sure which one is which. This one might be the buy, this one might be the sell. I'm not too familiar, but I do know this is the order book. So once you place an order, your order is going to be placed here in the order book, and someone is going to fulfill your order once it reaches the desired price of that order. Now, for example, a limit order. Let's say you want to buy 100 Tron tokens, well, 1,000. So it's going to cost this much Bitcoin. Here you're going to see the amount of Bitcoin you have in your balance or whichever coin you want to buy with. So you can either choose to spend 25% of your Bitcoin, 50% of your Bitcoin, 75%, or all of your Bitcoin, 100%, into a single coin with these options here. Or you can specifically manually put in the amount of a token that you want to buy with the desired price that you want to buy it at. So right now it's at 795. You can put 795, or you can even go ahead and put 700 if you think the price would go lower and you want to get it at a cheaper price if it goes that low. So what would happen here is if you place your order 700, let's say you want to buy 1,000 Tron tokens at this price, this order, once you press buy, you're going to see it here in your open orders, and it's going to be placed in the order book. So what will happen is, let's say this is over here the current price that it's trading at. So okay, it'll go all the way down here. As you can see, the highest is on top. As you go lower, your order will be all the way down here at 700. Now that means once the once or if the price starts to lower, these orders start getting filled and your order will come up. And if it ever hits that price, someone will most likely buy your order that you set up at 700. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the sells. So it is the exact same thing. Let's say you bought in at 700 and you want to sell at, let's say, 1500. Okay. So you're going to want to change this to 1500, and that's if it does reach this price. If you want to set up a price and hoping that it'll reach this, and if it goes back down, you don't want to take that loss. So this is when you would want to set your sell, just in case if it doesn't happen to cross over 1500 into these higher price points. You could absolutely just hold on to the coin and not worry about the sell order until you're ready to sell, until the current price is at a price that you are comfortable with selling. Or if you want to day trade, if you're going to sleep and you buy in right now at 795, you can go ahead and put a sell order at 1,000 if you wanted to, right? And if you wake up that's when you'll know if the price reached 1,000 or not. If you come back here and look at TRX and see if your order has been filled or not. So you can place your buy orders and your sell orders on the daily if you want. You can hold on to the coin and sell whenever you want to. You don't have to set a specific buy price or a sell price. You can always do that later and sell or buy at a price you're comfortable with any coin. Now, if we go over to market, what we just went over was a limit order. Now, if you go to market order, you buy and sell at the market price. So this is kind of what I was talking about when you want to buy at a comfortable price. So if you're comfortable with this price, you can go ahead and place your buy order of any specific amount of coin or a certain percentage of your Bitcoin balance. And same thing goes with selling. Let's say it's 792 now. You come back like 5 days later or the next day, and your price went up, and your Tron value, Bitcoin value, is up from when you bought it. You can go ahead and sell it at the current market price. You can sell whichever amount. So if I were to go here and put 25%, 707 would be 25% of my total Tron balance here, because this is a coin that I currently have here on Binance. 50% or any specific desired amount that you can sell here that you have in your balance. Now let's go very quickly over stop limit. I'm not too familiar with this. I've used this a little bit on GDAX. On GDAX, you can trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. So my understanding of this is, okay, you want to set up your buy order for Tron. You're going to want to put your buy order at, let's say, you want to buy when it hits 780. So 0.12345, 790. Let's use 790. And limit is 780. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 780. So what this means here, and your desired amount of the token that you want to buy, what this means here, from my understanding, is that once it hits 790, it gives you a window of opportunity if the coin does end up going further down, lower than 790, up to 780, to fulfill your buy order. So it won't go lower than 780. If it does go lower, you do relatively want to set this at the best possible position for you to get the lowest price to buy into. So giving yourself a little bit of space here can be good to get the lowest price possible for the coin that you want to buy. And here on the sell order, it's basically the same thing when it comes to selling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. If you want to sell your Tron, you can do the same thing as you did over here in limit order, from my understanding. So let's say we want to sell it at 1,000 and the limit is 1,500. So what this means here, like I said, from my understanding, I'm not exactly 100% sure how this works. This is how I've used it before over on GDAX. I can be completely wrong. You can correct me in the comment down below so I can also get a better understanding of this. So if you set your sell order at 1,000 and you give yourself wiggle room to 1,500, that means if the price does reach 1,000 and goes all the way to 1,500, it'll most likely, the limit will be 1,500. So most likely your sell order will be fulfilled around this price. It will not go above this price, as in your order will not be fulfilled after this price, because this is a stop and the limit order that you set it at. Now, this is for profit gains here, right? You can also set it as a stop loss. So what that means is that, let's say you bought it at 790, right? And you're expecting the price to jump up, but if it doesn't jump up and goes down, you can always take precaution and actually set it up. So let's say you bought it at this price, so you want to set it up at 700. You will not take anything less than, let's say, 690. So right here, actually make it easier, 710 here and 700. So if the price ever does reach 710 to 700, that's when your Tron, your token would sell, right? Because you don't want to take any losses. Now, let me remind every one of you that you will not take any losses, absolutely no losses until you sell your coin, until you sell it. So if a coin is down on the day, that doesn't mean you're losing money. You only lose money if you sell. So if you do want to sell, just in case if you notice a better opportunity somewhere else, you can go ahead and sell it or place this kind of order just in case if you don't want to risk a coin going down and it being down for so long that you don't get any profits and it just stays there. So in order to cut your losses, you can go ahead and set up this kind of order here, and this will minimize the losses that you can have. Here on the right, you can see the trade history of every order being fulfilled. Here under trade history, market, and you can go ahead and look at yours for trade history. Thank you everyone for watching my video. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe and hit that like button. If you want to register for Binance, you can go ahead and click that link in my description. Be very quick about this because they recently closed their registration a few weeks ago, and that could happen again. I'm not too sure. So if you want to go ahead and save your spot and start trading altcoins, go ahead and sign up. Thank you everyone for watching.